Hello everyone and welcome to episode 40 of the Pro Wrestling Noah series here on the channel, as it is for, TEW 2020 of course, but we are at the first Great Voyage tours of the year, as the Great Voyage in Osaka and the Great Voyage in Tokyo happening, as far as both at the end of February and at the end of March. But yeah, obviously we are just kind of sitting, we're sitting nice here. We got $36 million in the bank. We're just looking to keep on expanding and trying to maybe get to, large, or even maybe get that second spot to take out TNA, because I'm assuming that's who's the second ranked promotion in the world. Might be New Japan, but I doubt it. I'm assuming it'd be TNA, as, yeah, that'd be awesome. That's definitely a goal of ours. As for this tour, I think we have a hell of a show for this, both the Great Voyage in Osaka and the Great Voyage in Tokyo, but we'll go over the Great Voyage in Osaka show first, as Shingo Takagi taking on Kazuchika Okada. Of course, Shingo beat Okada during the Global League last year, and is getting this title shot. He's the only guy to have beaten Okada during that run. Even though they don't have great chemistry, it was an 89, so I'm hoping for the same type of success here. Co-main event, we have another Money in Mayhem LIJ matchup as Manabu Soya, Tamarishi, just two beefy boys going to beat the shit out of each other. That should be a lot of fun there. Then we got a Zack Sabre Jr., Kyle O'Reilly Jr. heavyweight title matchup there, as Zack, of course, getting this chance after beating Keno in the opener of our previous episode, as this should be, a very good match. They've had good matches in the past. Then our first defense for the GHC Openweight 6-man tag team titles is the Golden Lovers are going to team with Kenta Kobashi to take on the Kings of Wrestling. That should be a very fun match, though. I'm excited to see how that plays out. Kenta Kobashi's return, pretty much, as far as in the big-time program. Laughter 7, Suzuki-gun, and a 6-man, as that should be... We got some interesting developments happening in that matchup. Muscle Bombers versus Kensuke Sasaki and Kazuchika Nakajima, as the winners of this match take on the GHC Tag Team Champions, which of course are Go Shizaki and Michimaru Fuji at the Great Voyage in Tokyo Volume 1 show. So a little number one contendership matchup there. We also have Sonata and Daisuke Arata taking on Jun Akiyama and Taiji Shimori as a little brave LIJ matchup. As well as then we're going to have Nozawa taking on Pac in another number one contendership matchup, and it's for the junior title, as the winner of this match takes on Kyle O'Reilly at the Great Voyage in Tokyo. So he's got a busy month here for Kyle O'Reilly, as far as to a busy 2 months, really, as far as for him looking to take on Zack. And if whoever wins between Zack and Kyle O'Reilly will be taking on Nozawa or Pac. That could be a lot of fun. As let's get on with the episode here, as we'll go over the Tokyo show once we get through the Osaka show. We do have 2 matches pre-booked for each tour, so should be a little more condensed as far as what we're wanting to do. As the first we have first night's gonna have Golden Lovers Junior Kings Wrestling, so that should be a hell of a match. And then Shingo and Sonata taking on Okada and Goto. That's another good match as well. As yeah, really, you know what? We always love starting off the tour in Chubu, and I think that's what we're gonna do here. Because we know we're gonna run in Osaka relatively soon. As looks like, oh yeah, we have it set for, yeah, we gotta go. Yeah, we're almost at 3,000, so we can honestly run here if we want to, the Chiru Welfare Gymnasium. So we'll probably be close to 2,758. We'll be pretty close, hopefully. Golden Lovers, Junior Kings of Wrestling, we'll add that match first. Zack Sabre Jr. getting the win over Red Dragon, so interesting. Oh, that it was supposed to be the Golden Lovers, but we switched to Red Dragon. That's right. As building up for the Zack and Kyle O'Reilly matchup is why that's happening. As far as forgot to change the name of it, but it still should be a pretty good match though. As Zack getting the win over Bobby Fish, and then the main event, Shingo Takagi and Sonata taking on Money Mayhem of Okada and Goto. Shingo's going to beat Goto there. I don't know why I did it like that, but that's okay. As for the rest of the card, I want to focus on the undercard first, as Neo Nomura, Koji Iwamato taking on, as far as take a look at the teams that we'll look for here. The Young Bucks are probably a good shot here. They could use it, even though this match is going to suck, as I forgot to do the tournament, so I forgot to end that. That's weird. We must have had to switch something there, but we'll end that nonetheless. But hopefully, this match goes pretty well with the Bucks and Koji Yamada and Neo Nomura. We haven't done this before. We know it's not going to go extremely well due to the not enough pop there for the Young Bucks, but it's still going to be a fun little match for them. And then we'll have a singles. Takashita's been tremendous, and we're going to keep that rolling as he's going to face probably Muhammad Yan. Yeah, we need Muhammad Yan to get some wins. We did this back in January, so another match back-to-back here. But it's going to be a little bit better to get us kind of back on track, since that opener is probably not going to go so well. Nice. As then we have, for the rest of the card, go with a tag match of Anti-No Mercy Union, Taiji Shimori and Katora Suzuki, as they are going to be taking on... You know, it sucks, because really, I would love for Daisuke... Well, I guess we could do Daisuke Arata and Sombra, actually. Yeah, that's a fun little match. I'll just be set for Steal the Show, as we'll have Katora Suzuki beat La Sombra. Nice. And Steal the Show. Yeah, hopefully it's a good little junior tag match. So, we need either a better co-main, which I actually like that co-main as it is. I think we just need like a heavyweight kind of tag match. We might go with, yeah, you know, Nakajima and Miyahara is always a fun tag match to do. Yeah, so we got Sujiura, and we could use either... Well, they are doing the Muscle Bomber, so I guess we could do Walter and Yuji Hino. It's not a bad match to do. So, we did the 6-man, June of 2014, with Diamond Ring 1. But Nakajima will be getting the win here, as he'll probably be beating Walter. If I had to guess, we'll just go ahead and make that official. It's a pretty good match, though. I think this is a pretty good show. But we'll see how it runs. As, yeah, we want to stick with the 6. Yeah, we're good to go there. So run the show. 37, yeah, for the opener. I mean, the Bucks are ready. You know, they just got to get some more wins and ready to go as they get the win with the more bang for your buck in 9:42. Yeah, I mean, the Young Bucks, they're... you know, it's weird. I was just going to bring them in for that one show in the main event against Live Strong Die Hard. But, you know, they're friends with Excalibur. They're friends with Omega, of course. And they're friends with also Speed Muscle. So they have a lot of just kind of, you know, friendships in that locker room. And I didn't want to steer the ship away if we, you know, let them go. So we're just going to keep them around. And we'll figure out something for them. Muhammad Yan, Konosuke Takashita. Muhammad Yan getting the win with Budoku Buster, 9:54. 66 for Anti-No Mercy Union, Daisuke Arata and La Sombra, as Katora Suzuki the Blue Destiny in 13:21. Good little match here. And so Sombra was the worst guy in the match, but still, you know, Daisuke Arata and Ishimori having some pretty good stuff. Katora Suzuki getting the win, the Blue Destiny. 69 for Nakajima Miyahara against the Muscle Bombers. Nakajima with the German suplex, bridging German suplex over Walter in 1948. Yuji Hino, best guy in the match. Shout out Yuji Hino being the man, as the excellent chemistry with him and Walter really paying the way. I mean, they probably could have got the win there. They definitely should have. They were the better team. The 76 for Red Dragon, the Junior Kings of Wrestling, Sabre Driver for Zack Sabre Jr. over Bobby Fish. I mean, this is a great match. You got 77s for Devitt and Kyle O'Reilly, 71 for Zack, and then 59 for Bobby Fish. As then we have our main event, N82, Shingo and Sanada against Okada and Goto, as Goto taking the last Falconry in 21:39. Very good match there. Okada full steam ahead, you know, 94, some great stuff. And the 76 for Sanada, and 71s for Shingo and Goto. Alright, it's an 80. We'll gladly take that. Obviously, took a little while to get there, but once we got to the co-main and main, definitely delivered in a big way. Alright, on to day 2. Alright, day 2, as this should be, you know, a pretty fast little tour with us pre-booking stuff. I don't know why that keeps happening with this series. Everything kind of flows together with this. Not really sure how to explain it. As yeah, again, we're gonna probably skip Kanto as much as we can. So just we'll keep on going around the horn. Oh, right here at the top. Perfect. And our two pre-show matches, or two pre-book matches. Laughter 7 Diamond Ring. I believe that's a 6-man. Yep, that's probably the main. Laughter 7 going to be losing though against Diamond Ring. So that's gonna be fun. But we need to upgrade both of them, both their pictures in Katsuki Nakajima, Kento Miyahara. We'll do that now. I'm thinking about it because, for one, he's not like bright-eyed, bushy-tail, young Katsuki Nakajima. I mean, he's still super young and 26, but he's not. He should have. Yeah, probably. He would kind of switch to around this. This is about 2016 era Nakajima. Which is about, we're close to that. And Kento Miyahara, his picture is going to be an interesting one to change to because a lot of it's just his All Japan stuff. Yeah. So that's still, that's still not really an option. Yeah, might just Kento Koben though. Out as we'll just keep it rolling with the young boy Kento look. There's Manabu Soya, Tetsuya Rada, Suzuki-gun, Katsujora, Kakanuma's. Manabu Soya gonna beat Kakanuma. Obviously building up Manabu Soya for his GHC Emerald Openweight title matchup. And, again, we're going back to the undercard with Takashita and Endo. We'll have them have a tag. As, let's give them the Young Bucks now. Just makes sense. It'll be a pretty decent little match. As we'll have Nick Jackson get the win. I forget who got the pin in their previous encounter. In the previous match we just had. Already, but that's alright. So, we'll probably have Cedric. I was thinking Cedric versus, trying to think who'd be a good. Just thinking maybe Ricky Marvin. Be fun. I kind of want to have Cedric winning this one. I think that might be a bit of a stretch. I just think that's for the best there with Cedric Alexander beating Ricky Marvin. So now we need to steal the show match and one more matchup. But trying to think, a Pac Tanasaki tag, not a bad idea. So, I mean, we do have Pairs de Mal de Apone. We could do that. That's not a bad option since they're having the singles match. I want to say we have that pre-booked for another night, but if they do, it's really no big deal. We might have actually. No, I'm thinking about it. No, we haven't done since July, so that's not bad at all. But we're going to give the win to Nozawa and Super Crazies. We're going to have Super Crazy beat Naoki Tanasaki. The guys that are in that match, not involved in the finish. We'll set it for Steal the Show. I think that's probably for the best. There should be a fun little junior tag match, though. And, again, the heavyweight tag scene is something that I kind of wish we could upgrade. It's a weird phase because, we have a lot of good tag teams. A lot of great tag teams, actually. But we don't have, that mid-card, heavyweight tag act that we like doing. I mean, really, it's the Muscle Bombers, the second set of the Muscle Bombers with Falter and Eugenio. Even then, that's still a very good team because of Eugenio. We might go with Goto and Keisuke Ishii's a pretty good example of that. We might have, we might do an LIJ matchup. We might go Sonata and Rush. It's kind of fun. Whatever, Rush take the fall. Yeah, I mean, 18 minutes is fine. Oh, we gotta add Sonata take the fall. Be a nice little match. Nothing too crazy, but at the same time, still want to have a nice little match. But yeah, that's a pretty good show. Interesting co-main. You know, I think this match will actually be better than the co-main. We might switch that. Yeah, we'll do that because I think Sonata and Goto, or both of them, are going to do better than both Manabusa and Sujiura, so that's probably for the best. Interesting co-main now, but the Young Bucks beating Takashita and Endo, as the Young Bucks get the win again. They just got to get over, and they'll be ready to go. 59 for Cedric Alexander, Ricky Marvin. They did about the same. That's a pretty good win for Cedric Alexander. 950. Looks like he doesn't have any finisher sets, so we'll have to add that. 71 for Naoki Tanizaki and Pac against Nozawa and Super Crazy, as a Super Crazy with a trifecta. Pretty good stuff. You know, this is a tough one, you know, but Pac and Tanizaki team is a little better. Got the crowd buzzing, though. We'll take it. 68 for Manabu Soya and Daisuke Harada against Kakanuma and Takashi Tsuchiura. Manabu Soya rather getting the win. Getting the win at 1957. So 74 for Goto and Keisuke Ishii against Sonata and Rush, as Goto tapping out Rush there in 1759. Pretty good little match. Got a 74 out of that. Of course, Goto and Keisuke Ishii's chemistry helping them out. Good stuff. Obviously, just Rush just a little far behind. Bit of a weak link. The main event's an 81 as Shibata tapping out Gendamira with the Octopus hold. Octopus stretch, but who's that's thinning hairs really as far as doing a stretch and a hold. But Shibata best guy in the match by far. 86, 75 for Kensuke, 74 for Kushida, 70 for Sakuraba, and then 68 and 65 for Miyahara and Nakajima. Interesting enough. Probably do a little bit better, but that's all right. Still a pretty solid main event, and really we could have flipped this and this, and we would have had even a better show. But yeah, we'll gladly take that. And on to day 3 we go. Alright, day 3, as, there's that Perils de Mal Pac Naoki Tanizaki match. So we'll be changing that. That's okay. That's not a huge deal. As, we'll go to Kyushu for this one. 26th, 2,600. That will work. The Sumu City Gymnasium. The Brave versus Great Sasuke, Yoshitone, and Shuji Ishikawa of the Strong Pillars of Violence. As Kino Kobashi is going to beat the Great Sasuke. So Kobashi, of course, has been gone for a hot minute. And this is his first match since February of 2014. His big return, getting a huge win. As Kobashi is the agent. So this now, we don't want to do this again, obviously. So we'll be, that's right, we can't. But we'll change it up a little bit. We'll make it a 6-man. So we'll have Pac, Naoki Tanizaki, and this is actually going to work out well, Cedric Alexander. Since we just had Ricky Marvin versus Cedric Alexander, we might as well do this. This makes so much sense. Alright. As we just fell right into this. Works for me, though, as we'll have this be a Steal the Show match, since we know it's going to go pretty well. I think Cedric Alexander getting another win. I think that's pretty fair. Maybe him being super crazy. It's not a bad reach. We're really trying to give Cedric a lot of wins. Really trying to get him to that next level for sure. And I think that's going to help him out a lot. So now for the rest of the card, we'll go with, we'll have 2 singles matches. We'll have a couple of Koji Wamato matches. As Koji Wamato versus, we'll go Taniguchi. Taniguchi getting the win. And then for the next one, we'll have, as far as Neo Nomura. So we got, let's exclude. Keno's still hurt. Kakanuma could probably use a win. How's he doing as far as his matches with? Okay, so he hasn't had a singles match with him. This is going to be a little bit better than the previous match we just did, so we'll have that go on afterwards. So now our 2 matches. we'll go with maybe a couple of tags, since we're doing a couple of singles matches. As, we might even go with a 6-man. Now I'm thinking about it. So thinking having TEW with Go Shiozaki and Naomichi Marufuji taking on the team of... that's the good one, because, you know, you guys don't know who's facing Go Shiozaki and Naomichi Marufuji yet. So, as far as building-wise, we're in a unique spot, because obviously we're not going to find out until the Muscle Bombers Kensuke Katsuki Nakajima match. So we have to kind of go in a different direction and showcase a team that is not really needing like a type of I was thinking Kings of Wrestling, but I don't think that's the play actually. As let's see what we got. So I mean, we got LIJ we could even use Daisuke Ishikawa. Oh, that's right, Shuji Ishikawa's used this night. Oh, yeah, it's getting a bit harder to put together. We'll go with Morishima, Yuji Hino, Walter. As we'll have Walter beat TEW. Yeah, we're giving him a lot of time, 20 minutes. TEW's the agent. Hopefully TEW can work this. He can. That's not a bad, like, co-main. Even though TEW's involved, I think everybody else in that match should do pretty well. Then we'll have a tag of... Let's go with Suzuki and Tsuji against... I was thinking Jun Akiyama and Mama Yan. It's just this is certainly a tag match. As we'll have Tsuji beat Jun Akiyama. Unfortunately. A little brave Suzuki. Oh, man, we just keep on getting unlucky with who we have as the road agents. Yeah, we'll actually keep that, and we'll have that be in the middle. Yeah, we'll probably be good to go, because I'm assuming it's just from the pre-book thing, yeah. Alright, we're good to go. So 24, oof, that was horrendous, as Taniguchi and Koji Yamato don't click. Yeah, just killed everything. As a 37 here, as they don't click either, and Kakanuma and Neo Nomura, just an unlucky show this has been already to start off. 56, though, at least, for Suzuki and Sugiura, as they have excellent chemistry, and that helps this match out a little bit, as they're the better team now. Sugiura beating Jun Akiyama at the Modified Olympic Slam in 1735. 64 for Pac, with Tanasaki and Cedric Alexander against Ricky Marvin and, basically just Perros de Mal de Apone, as Cedric Alexander with the submission win over Super Crazy. 12-28. Unfortunately, Cedric was off his game. Was really off his game, so he could have outperformed Super Crazy. Could have done it. That's a pretty good 6-man. Matchup 66, though, for Go Shiozaki, Kira TEW, and Naomichi Marufuji against the Muscle Bombers. That's Walter with the gotcha bomb. So 63 for Walter. That's awesome. Especially with, like, no, chemistry boost or anything like that. A solid 63. That's great. Some great stuff. 54 for our main event. That's horrendous. Wow. As Ishikawa and Atsushi Aoki did pretty well, but everything else in the match was pretty abysmal. Yeah, that was not it. Kobashi with a 41. Oof. I'm assuming the Bruce Pectorum also maybe brought this match down a little bit. Yeah, and a dead crowd. Man, not a great tour show. We really stunk up the joint there with, oof. I mean, I figured it would be like 40s, these two openers, but because of the awkward chemistry, you just heard it. Just unfortunate there, unlucky. As so we just have one more tour show, and then we'll be at the Great Voyage in Osaka, I believe. It might be 5, and then the 6th day, actually, now I'm thinking about it. So I think we have 2 more tour shows. But yeah, on to the next one. Alright, day 4, as we got a couple of backstage incidents. It's Sakuraba passing on selling tips to Konosuke Takashita and to Tetsuya Endo. Oh, fun. Nice. Oh, what a main event that was. Hiro and Devitt, Shibata and Kushida. It's pretty good co-main, too. Marufuji and Gold, and Suzuki and Sujiura. But for our 2 matches that we had, as we'll probably go to the... Oh, we passed it. There we go. As we'll have a Brave Golden Lovers tag match, or a Brave with the Golden Lovers taking on the Kings of Wrestling in an 8-man. Tsubushi gonna be beating Jun Akiyama, or as that's not right at all. As it's supposed to be King Devitt beating Jun Akiyama. There we go. So we got that sorted. Oh, there's Okabashi's the road agent. Okay, and then we have Manabu Soya, Daisuke Harada against Ishii and Ishii. Sounds fun, but Daisuke Harada's going to be beating Daisuke Ishii there, and that's going to go 20. Should be an interesting main event, because everybody in the match is pretty good, but Jun Akiyama and Kenta Kobashi, sadly, because of age. But I think it's still going to be a pretty fun little match. I think a singles match with Takashita as the undercard. Well, Takeo Omori and Takashita. We haven't done this before. Takeo Omori gonna get the win. And then the next one, I think we're gonna go with Koji Yamamoto, as he's going to lose to... let's see, we got Taichi, Sujiura. We'll go with the Great Sasuke, actually, because he could probably use a win. Sasuke gonna get the win in 10 minutes. And so now, I think as far as we just need 2 more matches on the card. So, we need tag match. If we can get... Live Strong Die Hard could use a tag match maybe here. No, let's go with the Twin Towers of Violence. They could use a match. Muhammad Yan, Takeshi Kiyo. Okay, we got a match. Got a tag match as Koi Sato. We can get the win over Takeshi Kiyo. Nice little undercard tag match, something to happen after the openers, after the Young Lion singles matches. We could use a better either tag or 6-man. We'll go with a 6-man on this one. So we have, as far as Cedric Alexander again, we could use him. He's been tremendous. Let's have him team with Live Strong Die Hard. And then the Bucks. Now let's not go with the Bucks. Actually, let's go with... Well, they are, they are facing, as far as the junior tag team champs, they're facing Kushida and Raisuke Taguchi on the Great Voyage in Tokyo show. So we might do something there, as far as have like Kushida, Taguchi, and let's go with Minoru Tanaka. I think it's a fun 6-man match. Set it for Steal the Show, and we'll have Cedric Alexander get another win over Minoru Tanaka. That is the card for day 4. I think it's a pretty good show. Pretty good show. Sasuke and Koji Yamamoto. Sasuke getting the win with the Thunderfire Powerbomb on 10:08. Cooled the crowd a little. Hopefully we can get it back here. Yeah, well, I had a feeling this was going to happen because they didn't have enough pop. As Takeo Omori gets the win in 10:12. Or 10:12 rather. As Takashita did outperform him. So way to go, Konosuke Takashita. As a 62 for the Twin Towers against Muhammad Yan and Takeshi Kiyo. High angle German suplex for Koi Sato there. Nice little tag match. Just everybody did pretty well, but Takeshi Kiyo, a 6-man for Live Strong Die Hard with Cedric Alexander. And then Minoru Tanaka with Kushida and Raisuke Taguchi. As pretty good stuff here. Pretty good stuff. As a lumbar check for Cedric Alexander. We added that because he didn't have a moveset. Assuming because, well, no, I think he was probably there during the start of the mod. I don't know why he didn't have a moveset, but got that taken care of. A 77 for the co-main. It's Manabu Soya, Daisuke Arata against Tomoishi and Keisuke Ishii. It's Daisuke Arata getting the win with the Arata pistol in 1939. 83 for Tomoishi, 68 for Daisuke Arata, 66 for Nabusoya, and then 56 for Keisuke Ishii. In the main event, 78 as Jun Akiyama, Kenta Kobashi, with the Golden Lovers taking on the Kings of Wrestling as Chris Hero, Claudio Castagnoli, King Devitt, and Zack Sabre Jr. getting a pretty good match here, but Devitt getting the one the Bloody Sunday over Jun Akiyama. Probably should have had Kobashi lose, to be honest, but that's alright. That's Hero, best guy in the match. Kota Ibushi and Claudio, those 79s. Oh no, Kenny Omega was the best guy in the match. How about that? As Hero was off his game. Yeah, we got quite the match, though, with the Golden Lovers. And, as far as... That's a great potential match with the Golden Lovers and Kings of Wrestling. That'd be a hell of a tag match. Pretty good show, though. Well, we're glad to take that. As on to the 5th day of the tour now. And it will be the final tour show before we go into the Great Voyage in Osaka. So, yeah, last tour show. Alright, day 5. So we got a Laughter 7 Suzuki-gun 8-man. We also have an LIJ Money and Mayhem 6-man. That should be fun. As we'll be running as far as... Yeah, we'll go here. As that makes sense to me. That works out pretty well, if I do say so myself. So I'm not really sure what should be the main or not. This is a pretty good match for this 8-man, as Taguchi, Laughter 7, are going to beat Suzuki-gun and Yoshinobu Kanemaru getting the win. Or, yeah, Yoshinobu Kanemaru taking the fall, though, to Raisuke Taguchi. It's a pretty good co-main, I think, because I have a feeling this is going to be better. Yeah, this is going to be a lot better. You have Okada, Tomoishi, Hiroki Goto against Shingo, Manabu Soya, and Sanada. Sanada's taking the loss there. Obviously building up for the Okada-Shingo match and the Ishii-Manabu Soya match. So that's tremendous, though. That's going to be a great match. And so we're going to go with 2 tag matches on the undercard, as we'll have Takashita and Endo. Kind of want them to face each other, to be honest. When's the last time we did this? Yeah, it was January, so we'll probably not do that, but one could dream, as we'll have Kakanuma and Taichi. Oh no, Taichi's working. As far as, oh yeah, Kanemaru is working too. Never mind, we can't do a Suzuki-gun Junior team. Yeah, we'll just go with Atsushi Aoki and Kotora Suzuki. Even though he's got his bruised pectoral muscle. Should be good to go. I mean, yeah, we haven't had this match since 2013. That's crazy. That should be a good little match, though, as well if Kotora Suzuki beat Endo. Good little match there. And then I was thinking, as far as having Cedric Alexander team up again with Alex Payne, they seem to be a pretty fun little team. I call them like the Payne Thrillers. As they will be beating the Neo Nomura Koji Yamato team. Minutes, as Alex Payne gonna get the win there. No, that's actually better as the opener. So, we'll keep going with tag matches. We'll kind of go like some heavyweight tags. Maybe even the Young Bucks junior tag match. Now I'm thinking about it, have them maybe be at a team. Trying to think what would be the perfect junior team for them to be. Kind of think of Pac and Tanasaki, to be honest, but actually, let's go Yoshitone and Sasuke. That's the team. That will be the team. So we'll give it 12 minutes. We'll have it be steal the show. We'll have Matt beat Sasuke. A lot of junior stuff on this. Yeah, Sasuke's best. That's okay. So we need to kind of even the fray a little bit. Maybe a tag of, like, maybe a heavyweight tag if we can. Even if it's Ibushi, yeah, I kind of want to see Ibushi and Omega get a win over a heavyweight team. Because I think they're ready. You know, I think they're ready to go to to hit that next level. Yeah, Muhammad Yan, Takeshi Rikio, or Muhammad Yan, Takeshi Rikio, not Wild 2. As we'll give him 16 there. We'll have Omega get the win over Muhammad Yan even. So that's a huge win. Good stuff. Good stuff. Alright. Let's run the show. 53 for Cedric Alexander and Alex Payne as they beat Iwamato and Nomura. As, sweet spot for Alex Payne in 10:05. 60 for Aoki and Suzuki as they they beat Tetsuya Endo and Konosuke Takashita. The Blue Destiny for Kotori Suzuki there in 10:26. 61 for the Great Sasuke and the Young Bucks. Shout out Young Bucks, getting the win with the more bang for your buck. Matt Jackson pinning the Great Sasuke. Sasuke was the worst guy in the match. 71 for the Golden Lovers and Muhammad Yan and Takeshi Rikio. 80, 77 for Kota Ibushi and Kenny Omega. 61 for Muhammad Yan and 36 for Takeshi Rikio. 78 for Laughter 7 and Suzuki-gun in the 8-man. Sasuke Taguchi with the Dodon in 1957. 79 for... 85 for Shibata. 79 for Kenta. 70 for Kushida. 64 for Taichi. And then, Suzuki-gun not looking too hot. There's an 86 for the 6-man of Money and Mayhem and Los Ingobernables de Japón as Hiroki Goto pinning Sanada with the GTR 2010. Some good stuff. Obviously the Money and Mayhem team is just crazy good. And even if you replaced maybe Naito with Manabu Soya or Shingo, I think you'd still have the better team being Money and Mayhem for sure. That's awesome. That's a great main event. That's a great show to lead into the first Great Voyage in Osaka. As let's go on to the show. As it's gonna probably be a couple days away, so we'll probably have to stop the recording. Probably that Saturday, but we'll be there for the Great Voyage in Osaka. All right. Obviously, we're not gonna have this be in Jinju Stadium as Wrestle Universe. Let's get on with the show. And the Osaka Dome should be just almost a sellout. We'll take that. It is not bad at all. So our main event, of course, Kazuchika Okada, Shingo Takagi, right there at the top. Works for me. Is Okada going to get the win, and that will be his second defense? Or no, that's his first one. Yeah, that's his first defense of his heavyweight title. He's had it for 28 days. Perfect. And that's a great first defense. Then we'll have Manabu Soya, Tomohiro Ishii as the co-main, which this should be a really good match. This is going to be a great show for Money and Mayhem to really showcase that, hey, we're the best fucking team in New Japan, in Pro Wrestling Noah right now. As that's just tremendous. But Zack Sabre Jr., Kyle O'Reilly, the junior heavyweight title matchup, as Kyle's going to get the win. That is his second defense. Just want to double check. Yep. And that's Ishii's third defense, too, which is tied for the most since Naomichi Marufuji. So that's cool. He's got a chance to break the record. And, he's already gotten some big wins so far. And then the Golden Lovers with Kento Kobashi against the Kings of Wrestling. Kota Ibushi's going to take the fall here. Is Chris Hero going to... You know what? Fuck that. Kento Kobashi's losing. It's just... Kobashi's done for. We just gotta wait for him. He would have already been retired by this point. Literally would have been retired for about a couple years now at that point. But it is what it is. Obviously, TEW, doing its own thing. But that's fine though. It's still, I think it's a fun match to do. Then the Kenta with Suzuki-gun matchup at Laughter 7, and during the match, right when the bell rings, Suzuki, Taichi, not even before the bell rings, they jumpstart the bell actually. Suzuki, Taichi try to get the numbers game on Laughter 7, as like Sakuraba and Kushida are in the ring. Well, during their entrance, they try to jump them to start the match. Kenta though, still hanging out, just kind of waiting and waiting, and Suzuki and Taichi are even like this, and like, hey, why is it just me and you? where's Kenta? And Kenta is he gets back, gets from their corner side and goes and sits just at the commentator's table, and everyone's just like, what the fuck is he doing? And he starts cutting up promo, just being like, I remember when I was the guy here, when I was the name that everyone feared and recognized as the best in the world. And I haven't been that guy in a long time, and just reflecting and seeing what this is all about in Suzuki-gun. Just some old hag who thinks that he's some tough shooter guy that he was 30 years ago. I should be at the top of the mountain here in pro wrestling now, and I should be where I was 2-3 years ago, being the heavyweight champion of the world, putting on the best matches, being the best that I can be. Suzuki-gun's holding me back, not anymore. And he throws the headset off. He walks up the ramp as they finish the rest of the match. It's 2-3, and Kenta turns around and just sits down on the ramp and just kind of laughing and just playing it up that look at these losers. As afterwards, after Shibata pins Taguchi, Kenta comes into the ring and just kind of stands over Suzuki and Taichi, and Shibata lands the hand. He lends the hand over to Kenta, and Kenta shakes it. Kenta joining Laughter 7, and I think that's an explosive turn, and also that solidifies, I think, as Laughter 7 one of the best groups now. They were already a pretty good group, but when you add Kenta to that equation, that's a pretty great addition for sure. Then we got the Muscle Bombers, Kinsuke, and Katsuhiko Nakajima. Winner takes on Go Shiozaki and Naomichi Marufuji at the Great Voyage in Tokyo show. And Morishima getting the win over Nakajima, which that will, of course, mean the Muscle Bombers are going on to take on Go Shiozaki and Naomichi Marufuji. So then we have Sanada and Daisuke Harada against Jun Akiyama and Taiji Ishimori in a brave LIJ matchup, as Harada's going to beat Ishimori there. Fun little match in the opener to see who takes on Kyle O'Reilly at the Great Voyage in Tokyo show. It is Nozawa, as Nozawa, shockingly, thanks to a foreign object, and even rolls up on the tights to get the win over Pac. Tough break. The man that gravity forgot, but I think it's a fun little thing there. But after Okada wins the matchup and has his post-match speech from Okada, just like, naming off, thanking everyone for showing up, and, he's telling them how lucky they are. They're witnessing greatness that is the Rainmaker in this run. He's looking to go on for years and years as the GHC Heavyweight Champion. Katsura Shibata, though, comes out and challenges them, says, back at the Global League, I couldn't beat you, you couldn't beat me. Took 30 minutes, and it wasn't enough. I want my match against you, and I want that title again. And Okada accepts. And that's going to take place at the Great Voyage in Tokyo. So that's going to be the main. Co-main's going to be the Muscle Bombers and Go Shiozaki and Marufuji. Also going to have Nozawa and Kyle O'Reilly for the Junior Heavyweight title. We got a lot going on. Just from that, I think that top three, that's a pretty solid top three. Let's see what pre-show matches I want to add here before we run the event, as I just kind of looking to see. So Livestrong Die Hard don't have anything going. We might have them have a match. Yeah, just against Takashita and Endo. Why not? Why not? They've had, as you see, a couple, but you see how much it's improved over time. So 72 is pretty impressive, but give Eddie Edwards the win. And then we'll have as a 6-man, we'll probably have Go with Marufuji and Taue. Yeah, let's go Takayama, Sugiura, and we'll use Kanemaru. As we'll have Marufuji beat Takayama. Not a bad pre-show match. Not bad at all. Alright. We're good to go. 73 from Marufuji and Go Shiozaki. As, man, what two great performances there from those two, 90 and 93. That's what the GHC Tag Team Champions are all about. As Marufuji with Goho over Takayama 1939. Kanemaru did pretty well, so did Sugiura, but obviously Taue and Takayama. It's crazy Taue hasn't retired. I guess he's us, but I'm just shocked that we're still active in ring wise. As Eddie Edwards pinning Konosuke Takashita with a stick kick into the Die Hard Driver at 9:32. Roddy with a 79, 76 for Eddie Edwards, and 54 for Konosuke Takashita, and 41 for Tetsuya Endo. The 57 for Pac and Nozawa's. Pac, the fans hated the handful of tights finish after the foreign object. Broken fingers for Pac. It would have obviously been a much better match had it not been for the finish, but I'm cool with it. To be honest. But the broken fingers, that's tough. 76, though, for Sanada and Harada against Junakiyama, Taiji Ishimori. Good stuff. Sanada, was best guy in the match. 74s for Harada and Ishimori. Just pretty solid match. Harada pistol for Daisuke Harada in 1857. 81 for the Muscle Bombers and Kensuke and Nakajima as Morishima with the bombs away over Katsuka Nakajima. Good little tag match. Nakajima's just trying to figure out what's going on with him, because there'd be times where he's doing pretty well. He's in the 80s. He's, even borderline in the 90s, but now it's kind of not clicking. Not sure what happened there, but the right team wins, though, in Morishima and Eugene for sure. Oh, we had this in the wrong spot. That's alright, but that's fine, though. As an 80, though, for Shibata with, obviously, Laughter 7 and Suzuki-gun. Yeah, Kenta joining Laughter 7, that's huge. Absolutely huge. 85 for Kobashi with the Golden Lovers against the Kings of Wrestling as, Ibushi with 91. So, yeah, 92, 2 91s, and 89, and a 79 Kobashi's 42 as the Kings of Wrestling making their first defense of the GHC Openweight 6-man tag team titles. And then Zack Sabre Jr. losing to Kyle O'Reilly. What a match if it wasn't for the lack of psychology, but 84, 81. Could have went to Zack here, but Kyle O'Reilly getting the win with the ankle lock in 25 minutes. It's 86 from Manabu Soya and Tomohiro Ishii. Is Ishii carrying Manabu Soya on this one as he makes his third defense of the GHC World Openweight title, tying the record in Naomichi Marufuji's run. Yeah, I knew they weren't going to click, but I thought it'd be enough. Like it was during the Global League, and it wasn't enough still. So that's a bummer. So Okada makes his first defense of the GHC Heavyweight title. And, of course, we have the angle setting up for Shibata and Okada at the Great Voyage in Tokyo show. Yeah. Bummer. Should have went with my gut. And just had Ishii and Manabu Soya as the Yamamoto Openweight title matchup. But that's just, it's unfortunate, because we figured out that Shingo and Okada had the title, had the terrible chemistry because of the Global League match. So that once Shingo beats him, we were kind of like, forced to do this match. But it's fine now. It's still, sure, we lost Pop in Japan, but we'll get it back with our next show for sure. Because, Shibata Okada's going to be crazy. But as far as who to put over, we'll put over Ishii for sure. We'll put over Kenta. Hey, same way to leave the sinking ship. That is Suzuki-gun. And, yeah, and then we'll probably put over as far as, probably Claudio. Claudio did a really good job in his match. He's the best guy in the match. Good stuff there. Yeah, on to the next night we go, as, now we just have... It's weird because we count this as day 6 of the tour, so it's days 7, 8, 9, 10, and then we have the Great Voyage in Tokyo show. So yeah, on to the next show. Alrighty, as day 7, as we get backstage incidents, passing tips on selling is Sakuraba to Takashita and also to Tetsuya Endo. As for the card, there we go, as the Great Voyage in Tokyo show, obviously, we're going to have Katsuri Shibata, Kazuchika Okada for the heavyweight title. Also, we're going to have in a heavyweight tag team title matchup, Muscle Bombers go Shizaki Damage Marufuji, and a junior heavyweight title matchup between Nozawa and Kyle O'Reilly. Of course, all that happened thanks to the previous show, and then Daisuke Sakamoto, Shuji Shikawa, taking on the Golden Lovers. So this is a big step up for the Golden Lovers, taking on the former tag champs, thanks to Yuji Kobayashi's injury. But that should be a lot of fun. Then another GHC Openweight 6-man tag team title matchup as LIJ of Tetsuya Naito, Sanada, and Daisuke Harada taking on the Kings of Wrestling. Of course, Naito showing up wasted during the U.S. tour. And he has been suspended for 30 days. Now that 30 days is up, he's ready to go again. Hopefully he's learned his lesson. As then we'll see a GHC Junior Tag Team title matchup as Kushida and Ryusuke Taguchi taking on Live Strong, Die Hard, which that should be a fun little match. Then Kenta's taking on Minoru Suzuki in a singles matchup now that he has left Suzuki-gun and has joined Laughter 7. And Tai Chi and Yoshinobu Kanemaru are going to take on Speed Muscle to kick off the show. As, also, I did forget to, I'm going to go ahead and do this now, take out Kenta from Suzuki-gun and put him in Laughter 7. Very excited to see how he does, because, him and Kushida would be a lot of fun, and just him and Shibata, of course. It's a lot of cool stuff there that you could have. As, pick the venue. Yes, still not going Kanto, but, looks like Chubu's gonna go, though, because it has been about 2 weeks since, the previous tour. It's actually almost been a month now, since the start of the tour. So Brave and the Muscle Bombers and Red Dragon versus Perros de Maldeapon. So Brave, the 6th man, Go Shiozaki, Namichi Marufuji, and Kenta Kobashi against the Muscle Bombers. Morishima beating Go Shiozaki. Don't think that's going to happen now. Believe we're going to have Kenta Kobashi take another loss. Yeah, I think that still could be the main event, though, because 5 out of the 6 are, well, 4 out of 6 are super talented, and one's pretty talented. The other one's on his dying days. This career, but Red Dragon, Perros de Maldeapon, as Supercraze is going to beat Bobby Fish. That's a huge win for Perros de Maldeapon. I also want to see, as far as Cedric Alexander and Alex Payne, we've seen Cedric get a lot of wins, and they've been doing pretty well. And I think they need to kind of run into a team to kind of shut them down, and that's going to be Speed Muscle. And Speed Muscle are going to beat them. We're going to have Cedric lose too. We're going to have Yoshihino beat him. Should be a pretty good match, though. We should probably cut it down a little bit to about 13. Yeah, that's fine. We'll just need something a little better for the main, or the co-main, rather. Yeah, let's have Kenta team up with Kushida here. Kenta and Kushida, as they're going to take on Suzuki and Tai Chi. Tai Chi's now in the chili category. We'll have it be Kanemaru. Is Kenta going to beat his former partner and former stablemate from the beginning, man, from the No Mercy days? But that should be a pretty good co-main event. In the undercard, I think everyone knows where we're going with this. Actually, Masao Inoue, his contract's up, and we're not going to negotiate. Just, I feel like it's time, really, at the end of the day with him. He's been around for forever, and sure, could we keep him around as, just another warm body on the roster? Sure, we definitely could, but just don't think it's necessary. And we're going to have Takeshita beat him, is what we're going to do. Because he's, getting closer and closer and ready to go to get out of the Young Lion phase. We always do this, and it always pisses off the crowd, but fuck it. We're going to do it. It's going to be a great win for Takeshita there. Then we'll have just to really piss everybody off, we'll have Endo beat Iwamato Actually, he can beat Naoya Nomura. Young Lion matchup. Since he's obviously has a little bit more experience than Zendo. Get the win. I kind of want to send Takashita out on excursion, but I'm not exactly sure what would be the best place for that. With personally, we don't really have like a relationship like that with anybody. We might, form one with someone, but we'll see. But that's a pretty good show. It's going to be interesting once we get to about the Speed Muscle Alex Payne Cedric Alexander match, how this card's going to go. 24, yeah, for Tetsuya Endo and Naoya Nomura. It's obviously going to bring the crowd down, and then the crowd's going to get brought down again thanks to Takashita beating Masaha Noe, but that's a great win, though, for him. 67 for Speed Muscle and Alex Payne Cedric Alexander's the Lightning Spiral getting the win for Yoshino in 12:51. 70 for Red Dragon and Carlos de Maldeapon is super crazy with a trifecta over Bobby Fish. Yeah, that knows that Kyle O'Reilly match is going to do pretty well, I think. But that's a pretty good match there. Wrong team wins, but, wanting to build a little bit more there with Carlos de Maldeapon. 74 for Kenta Kushida as they beat Kanemaru and Suzuki. Is pretty good match here as Kenta with a go to sleep over Kanemaru in 2025. 74 for Brave and the Muscle Bombers as Morishima, the backdrop driver, over Kenta Kobashi in 1933. It's Morishima and Go doing a very, very good job. Kobashi being really off his game, but still, it delivered. The show did it somehow, even with the terrible undercard stuff. Somehow pulled it off. As, on to day 8 we go. Alright, as we got a backstage incident. Goto and Sakuraba. Goto spot before Wrestler's Court, accused of failing to pick up his share of the tab at the bar as the judge Kazushi Sakuraba found him guilty and sentenced to buy drinks for after the show. It's just crazy. What's going on in the real world right now with how, Punk's hurt, so they're going to have an interim title, and instead of obviously doing the Tanahashi match now, unfortunately, they're going to have Tanahashi face Goto, which is just, what a waste, because we all know Goto's not winning that. Just pour one out for my boy. It's quite an interesting conundrum that they have, but what can you do? That just shit like that happens sometimes. But we're going to have Kenta with Laughter 7. Of course, that's just going to be Laughter 7, taking on Suzuki Gun in the co-main of the 6-man. So kind of the same thing we just did. But first we'll have Laughter 7 of Shibata, Sakuraba against Okada and Ishii, which what a match. Ishii's going to beat Sakuraba. We've done this before at the Global Tag League last year, which got an 84. Kenta with Laughter, I guess, we'll just say that's Laughter 7 now against Suzuki-gun. It's Taguchi beating Kakanuma there. And for the rest of the card. So, trying to think again, with a Noe. We could have Walter's good to go now on top. He's great. We don't need anything more from him. Guess kind of the big thing now is maybe guys that, get their, Cedric Alexander could use a win. Alex Payne, maybe. Trying to think as far as Omega's good. Yeah, it really just does come down to, really with Masanoe, it's, I guess Muhammad Yan could use a win, so we'll do that. Muhammad Yan, Masanoe. It's Muhammad Yan getting the win. Let's get Yuji Hino and Walter on the case here. So they're, of course, the Muscle Bombers of Yuji Hino and Takeshi Morishima, they're, of course, taking on Go and Marufuji. So I was thinking having something as far as maybe having Jun Akiyama and Takeo Mori against Walter and Yuji Hino. So it's kind of the same thing. Brave and Muscle Bombers. So we'll go with, 10 minutes. Walter beating Takeo Mori. Could be a pretty good match. All things considered, hopefully. Yeah, I think that will probably be the opener. So, tag matches now. Yeah, kind of, Daisuke and Shuji Shikawa could probably use a win over a tag team. As we'll go with Soya and Shingo. that's a very good match. But we'll have to be set for Steal the Show as we'll have Daisuke beat Soya. This is a very good, show here. And the final one. We'll go with the tag. Yeah, we'll go. Think of Pac Tanasaki, but I go with Aoki and Suzuki instead. Yeah, against Pac and Tanasaki. $13 as we'll have Pac get the win. Is he going to beat Aoki? I'm sure they've had a handful of matches in the past. Nope, first time meeting. Wow. Oh, it's probably because we have Naruki Doi instead of Naoki Tanasaki. There we go. Now I'm sure. There we go. So yeah, they have traded wins back and forth, so now they'll be 50-50. Most of that was on the first navigation tour. Alright. I mean, this is a hell of a night. And, yeah, we're good to go. Let's end the show. 62 for the opener. Eugene on Walter against Takeo Mori and Jun Akiyama. Very good opener here. Double fucking bomb. We'll take that. It's definitely, yeah. Mamayan Masano. I probably should have known better to have this actually open up the show. Decent reaction from the crowd, but embarrassing wrestling. Mamayan beating Masano Noe. 10:03, 71 for Aoki and Suzuki against Pac and Tanasaki as Pac with the 6:30 of Aoki. Pretty good stuff, yeah. Naoki, Tanasaki, Pac, the better team there. 78 for Daisuke and Shuji Shikawa against Manabu Soya and Shingo Takagi. Manabu Soya taking the bridging German suplex from Daisuke Sakamoto. A pretty good match, though. I mean, this could have went either way, and there's only a point difference each for Ishikawa and Daisuke against Soya and Shingo. Then at 75 for the main event is Laughter 7 beating Suzuki-gun as Kakanuma taking the Dodan over Raisuke Taguchi. Skenta with a 74. 65 for Kushida, 66 for Taguchi, 63 for Minoru Suzuki there. Then a 91, my god, for the tag match of Okada and Ishii against Shibata and Sakuraba. What a match that is. Boy, oh boy, what a show. As on to the next night we go. It's alright, day 9, so we just have days 9 and 10 left of the tour. Man, what a legendary Momo and Kensuke was sauced up. They had the roll-up loss of Akeno. That was fun. As Sakuraba passing on tips on selling Spurge, Konosuke Takeshita, and then Sakuraba passing on selling tips to Tetsuya Endo. So yeah, we got Omega, Ibushi, and Ogawa. That's odd. Taking on the Strong Pillars of Violence. So yeah, we'll probably go Osaka here, somewhere in Zayas. I guess it does have to be. Now we gotta find it. It's 2,000. Oh, there we go. I mean, 2,500 is probably the best we're gonna get. I'll just go ahead and select it just in case. Maybe there is a 2,600 for some odd reason. Yeah, we'll just. Yeah, but we're good. We're good. So this is probably the main LIJ Kings of Wrestling. This seems like a very good match. It's going to be basically what's going to be that match at the final show, but instead of Devitt, Zack Sabre Jr. going to be involved. As Naito is going to be Claudio, so that's a huge win for Naito in his return. So this Omega, Ibushi, and Ogawa match, we needed a junior to team up with. We'll just use Cedric Alexander instead of Yoshinari Ogawa. Because who fucking cares about Ogawa? We'll still have Yoshito win, though. Don't get me wrong, we'll still have Cedric take a fall. But, yeah, I think it's a pretty good match, though. Hopefully it's a good match. So, as far as another Inoue loss, we'll have him lose. Oh, God, that could have been bad. As we'll have Roosh beat him. Roosh over Inoue. Nice. And then we'll have a 6-man. Young Bucks with Alex Payne. the third buck, Matt Jackson, Nick Jackson, Alex Jackson, taking on the team of, I'm trying to think here. I was thinking maybe Suzuki-gun. Have Taichi, Taguchi, or Taichi, Kitamura, and Kakanuma. Yeah, we'll have it steal the show, but we're gonna have Suzuki-gun to win, a much-needed win, as Taichi's gonna beat one of the Bucks, beat Matt Jackson. I was thinking steal the show, because I think we need one. Yeah, we'll need one. It's a pretty good steal the show match, for what it's worth. So, yeah, we'll have Koji Yamada in the singles match as the other one. We'll have Masato Tanaka beat him, because I want to say they have good chemistry. I want to say that's the case. We'll take a look. Oh, no. That's alright. It's still, I mean, it's still a fine little match we can do. Minoru Tanaka getting the win. So one more match. We'll go with a tag. Yeah, let's have Morishima and Walter. As we'll have them take on Marufuji and Jun Akiyama. So we'll have Jun beat Walter. Try and help him out. Alright. It's a pretty good show. I mean, nothing's gonna beat what we did there with that. I mean, we're not gonna get like an 88 or anything out of this, but it still should be pretty good. I just want to double, I figured it was that, because we have that thing in the pre-book tab, but just wanted to double check. Yeah, I mean, Rush, he doubled him in in-ring performance, but just ain't nothing going on. Nobody cares about him. It's kills the show, brought the crowd down. We'll get it back, hopefully. But Minoru Tanaka and Koji Yamada's Minoru Special number 2, getting the win at 9:54. 57 for Suzuki-gun against Alex Payne and the Young Bucks. Taichi with the Black Mephisto over Matt Jackson. Pretty good stuff. Alex Payne, best guy in the match. Shout out Alex Payne. Not a bad 6-man. 66 for Marufuji and Jun Akiyama against Walter Morishima, as Jun Akiyama tapping out Walter in 20 minutes. 72 for Cedric Alexander with the Golden Lovers against Daisuke Sakamoto, Shuji Ishikawa, and Yoshitone. Pretty good match. Yoshitone getting the win, too. So shout out to him, even though he outperformed Cedric Alexander. Or Cedric Alexander outperformed him, rather. And the main event saves the card, at least, as Naito pinning Claudio with the Destino. Naito, even though he, has been off for a month, he still is the best guy in this match. So shout out Tetsuya Naito, delivering big time in the main event. Hero did pretty well, too. But yeah, it's a fun little match. And, not bad. Not a bad show. So, on to the last tour show we have for day 10. And then we'll be on to the Great Voyage in Osaka and the final show of the episode here. Alright, the final day of the tour here as, Kensuke's. I love that so much. That was a lot of fun. As Kenta Kobashi passing on tips of microphone work to Go Shiozaki. He's done a tremendous job of getting Go ready for this moment. He's really been delivering in a big, big way. As Sakuraba passing on microphone work to Takashita and to Tetsuya Endo. So we got Daisuke, Shuji Ishikawa, and Ozawa against the Golden Lovers, and I'm assuming Kyle O'Reilly, so that's fun. Shingo Takagi, Sonata, Kings of Wrestling, that's another fun match. As, I guess Kyushu will be the place, as I guess we'll go with, this City Gymnasium here. It won't be a sellout, but it'll be pretty close. So that's the main, Shingo, Sonata, Kings of Wrestling. It's going to be 30-minute time limit draw, protects everybody in the match, but this should be a pretty good match, though, I think, hopefully there. As Daisuke, Ishikawa, and Ozawa against the Golden Lovers and Kyle O'Reilly. Obviously, it's kind of, it's a bit awkward with Kyle O'Reilly and, as far as his history with Red Dragon against the Golden Lovers in the past, so it's not such a seamless transition, as unlike the other team. I mean, Nozawa with the strong pros of violence, that makes a lot of sense, honestly. Something that we might incorporate in the future, just as far as like having him join the Strong Pillars of Violence, leaving Los Perros de Mal de Apollo. If we ever get rid of Super Crazy and Ricky Marvin for some reason. Daisuke Sakamoto, though, getting the win. Pinning Kenny Omega, too. So that's a huge win, and that's a huge match. So the opener, we'll have it be Takashita and Endo taking on... Do we do the Bucks again? Is the question. I think we're going to go with the team of... You know, we were talking shit on Ogawa, but we probably could book him. It could probably help us out a little bit. Like, do Ogawa and Masato Tanaka... Or, Masato Tanaka. Minoru Tanaka. They both could use this. But we'll have Minoru Tanaka get the win. Because obviously he's the best guy in the match. And then we'll have another Masao Inoue performance. Every time we keep on clicking on Manabu Soya on accident. We have him and Rikio have a match. Just the worst thing ever. Yeah, why not? It's 6 minutes. Because this match is horrendous. I feel sorry for someone who's purchased this ticket during the opener. Just show up late. You know, if you see this on the marquee, just show up a little bit late. Because, I mean, that's a god-awful match. God-awful. It's Keisuke Ishii, Hiroki Goto. I always love having them team. As they can take on the team of... Yeah, let's go Tsuji and Kanemaru. It's a fun little match. As we'll have Tsuji beat Keisuke Ishii here. Feel bad, because Goto and Keisuke Ishii could be a pretty good, like, undercard team. So we need to steal the show match. We'll have it be a singles match, actually. Kento Miyahara really hasn't done anything in a while. Keno... Oh, yeah, Keno's in looks like he's in a match. Or he's not here. Just kind of double check. Oh, he's still injured. Okay. Figured so, if that was the case, because I'm pretty sure he's only signed to us. Man, you know, it's yeah, Ricky Marvin. Let's have Ricky Marvin and... Trying to think what junior guy he could face. I was thinking either Sasuke or Yoshitone. We'll go with Yoshitone. So Ricky Marvin get the win. Good stuff. Alright, that's, I mean, pretty good show. Pretty good show. Something's up. Junakayama. Even slightly too much. Assuming he's got the main. And another thing, so we'll have that be Tale. Alright. We're good to go. 33 for Takeshi Rikio and Masato Inoue. Takeshi Rikio gets the win at 5:56. 56 here for Takashita and Endo against Minoru Tanaka and Yoshinori Ogawa. And Minoru Tanaka with 63. 55, though, for Konosuke Takashita. Great performance there. 55 for Ricky Marvin and Yoshitone. They have great chemistry. There's Ricky Marvin with the Santa Maria in 1301. 69 for Goto and Keisuke Ishii. We're having a lot of green this card. As Keisuke Ishii and Hiroki Goto should have got the win. As Sugiura had the same performance as Keisuke Ishii. Dreadful. And Sugiura gets the one with the Modified Olympic Slam in 1946. A 79 for the sixth man of the Strong Pillars of Violence with Nozawa against the Golden Lovers with Kyle O'Reilly. I mean, what a match, though. There really was... I mean, Shuji Sakai was the worst guy in the match. It was a 67. It's pretty good stuff. Wrong team won for sure, though. Should have been the Golden Lovers with Kyle O'Reilly. That's a hell of a team. So 79 here again with Hiro and Claudio. Going the distance here with Shingo and Sonata. Don't know why we didn't just full-on have them beat them, but I felt like it was necessary to kind of showcase both Shingo and Sonata's skills, but also, you know, have, you know, Claudio and Hiro kind of have a little warm-up match as well. But yeah, it could have went either way. We probably should have had Naito instead, but that's okay. 77 though for that card. As, now on to the final show of the episode here, the Great Voyage in Osaka. As I believe it is, it should be. Oh no, I think it's a week away. That's right, because we had it to where it was the end of March. So yeah, we'll stop the recording here, and we'll get you guys for the final show. Alright, so we had the Great Voyage in Tokyo show. As, man, this is going to be quite the night. And, as far as just last year, that Hiro Shibata match, yeah, that Marufuji Nakajima match didn't have a fucking prayer. Well, you got Hiro and Shibata on the card, and also Ishikawa and Tomohiro Ishii on the card as well. I mean, that's just tough. Kyle O'Reilly, though, as he brightened the mood, or improved the mood backstage, when he set up a waffle bar and cooked for everyone. Way to go, GHC Junior Heavyweight Champ. As Sakuraba passing on tips on microphone work to Takashita, and selling tips to Tetsuya Endo. So yeah, obviously, it's going to be at the Tokyo Dome. For our main event, of course, Katsura Shibata, Kazuchika Okada getting away 39 minutes. This is going to be one of the longest matches we've done. I think this match deserves it. I think it's going to deliver in a big, big way. Yeah, it should be a lot of fun. We're hoping for some magic there. Then the Muscle Bombers, Go Shizaki Namichi Marufuji match, which this should be incredible too. We're giving this 29 minutes as let's give it a little bit more, 32. Is Go Shizaki going to get the win for his team as he's going to beat Yuji Hino there. That will be, of course, there. I mean, that's a big-time match, though. Very big-time match. That's their first defense as tag champs, I want to say. Now, I'm saying it out loud. I'm kind of nervous about it. We'll have to double-check that. But Nozawa and Kyle O'Reilly, as Kyle O'Reilly's going to beat Nozawa. Let's take a look here while I was thinking about the tag. Yeah, it was their first defense. But this is now Kyle's third defense of the Junior Heavyweight title, of course. And then we'll have the Daisuke Sakamoto Shuji Ishikawa Golden Lovers matchup. As the Golden Lovers are going to get the win. As Ibushi's going to beat Daisuke Sakamoto. That's a huge win for the Golden Lovers. And that's going to set up a Golden Lovers Go Shiozaki Marufuji match. As Daisuke a little unhappy about this. We'll keep him strong. Which, of course, the Tag League is next. So, maybe that's just more like momentum and kind of will say that the Golden Lovers are now, that they're into that, they're, after that win, they're, throwing their name in the ring of being the team that's, adding to the Heavyweight Tag League for their first time. It's the GHC Openweight 6-man, LIJ, Kings of Wrestling, Naito, Sanada, Harada. Against the Kings of Wrestling, as Claudio's going to beat Naito. That's a huge win for Claudio there. Getting that win back after Naito pinned him. Then Kushida and Ryusuke Taguchi, the GC Junior Tag Team titles, as they're taking on Live Strong Die Hard. Live Strong Die Hard are going to get the win. They've had a couple matches. Every time Kushida and Ryusuke Taguchi has beaten them. Not this time, though. So that was 82 when we did at the Great Voyage in Tokyo, Volume 1 last year. So, to do it again here, a year in the making as the champions going in. And they walk out as champions as well. As Kenta versus Suzuki in the undercard here as Kenta beating Minoru Suzuki. 24 minutes. And then Suzuki-gun against Speed Muscle. Speed Muscle going to get the win as Sada Yoshino's going to beat. No, he's not going to beat Taichi. He's going to beat Kanemaru. We gave it a good bit of time. Probably should have this be the Steal the Show match. But that's okay, though. I'm cool with it either way. Rather it be Kushida or Taguchi against Live Strong Die Hard or Suzuki-gun. Speed Muscle doesn't matter to me. Shinichi Nakayama's given too much time, assuming he's got the main. Yep. See what Red Shoes can do with that. Perfect. So our pre-show matches. First match, opener, single, or the first of the two pre-show matches. See who we got. It's fine. Yeah, Keno, since he's back from injury, we'll have him take on someone. Takashita. It's a fun little match. They've had a couple of singles matches. Once a year. During the Global League. It was 67 a couple months ago. So we'll see what it gets here. It should get a pretty good rating. Should. Quote. Unquote. Yeah, we'll go with a tag. Young Bucks need something, I think. Oh, we might even... Let's go 6-man. Let's go Young Bucks with Alex Payne again. Taking on the team of Ricky Marvin. Actually, let's go Sombra. No, we can't do that either. Oh man, we're just running out of people as far as what we can do. As far as junior guys. Well, I guess we could go with Endo, Iwamato, and Naomura. I guess that will work. It's certainly a match. 10 minutes, as we'll have one of the Bucks get the win there. Alright. So that will be the first of the two. Perfect. So yeah, great stuff, and I think this is a great card. Let's run the show here. Let's waste no time at all. 61 for the first two pre-show matches. Alex Payne with a 70. That's some great stuff. Nick Jackson getting the win, the 450 there in 10:26. So you end up with a 41. That's nice to see. 74 for Keno and Takashito. Yep, very, very good stuff, as Takashito's almost in the 60s. It's the right high kick in 10:20. 19 years old. Takashito's already becoming a savage. And 81, though, for this Speed Muscle Suzuki-Gun matchup of Speed Muscle. I mean, Masato Yoshinoya and Naruki Doi, they're such a great team, obviously. One of the greatest junior teams of all time. And tremendous stuff there. Speed Star getting the win for that one. As the Busaiku knee kick for Kenta, 23-42, a 90 for Kenta, 59 for Suzuki. He didn't have a fucking prayer there in the Tokyo Dome, as Kushida and Raisuke Taguchi losing to Eddie Edwards and Roderick Strong. But what a performance there from Livestrong Die Hard. An 86-80 performance. Some awesome stuff there. I mean, what a run the Livestrong Die Hard team's going to have here. As a sick kick into the Die Hard driver. They've been tremendous. That's crazy, with no chemistry boost or anything like that. The segment was even capped because of it. We made it only... So we could have probably had a better rating than that. That's crazy. So 91 for Los Angopas Nabates de Japón against the Kings of Wrestling. The GHC Openweight 6-man tag team title matchup, as the Kings of Wrestling retain again, making it their second defense, as the Ricola Bomb for Claudio here. Definitely the right decision. I don't know if there's going to be any 6-man team that's going to be better than Devitt and Kings of Wrestling, to be honest. That's going to be a hell of a team to beat. That's quite the trio. Daisuke Sakamoto and Shuji Ishikawa losing to the Golden Lovers. Pretty close. You could, split hairs with that one. Could have went either way. Daisuke taking the fall, though, was probably the wrong decision. But at least Kota Ibushi beating him. It was only a 3-point difference. Good little tag match, though. An 81 for Nozawa and Kyle O'Reilly. Could have went either way, as Kyle O'Reilly gets the one with ankle lock on 22:37, though. And a 96 for the Muscle Bombers Go Shizaki Naomichi Marufuji match. Good luck to our main event to top that, as Morishima with a 96, 89 for Go, 87 for Marufuji, and 82 for Yuji. And it could have went either way, honestly. Morishima did a lot of the heavy lifting in the match, obviously being the best guy, but really, Marufuji and Go, they're on the same kind of wavelength there, just not enough selling there. That could have been even better. But an elevated Go Flasher from Go Shizaki and Yuji, that would have been fucking nuts. To Cena, that's their first defense of the reign. And a 91, hell of a match, though. Just wasn't going to top the co-main, as Okada with the Rainmaker in 39-24. Lack of psychology, unfortunately. But a hell of a match and a hell of a show. 63,000 on hand for it. Yeah, Morishima for sure going to get some love for his performance. They got to give some love again to Okada here. And, we'll give some love to, I'm trying to think who could be. Naito. Naito really did a lot of heavy lifting in his match for his team, whereas obviously the Kings Wrestling were fantastic. But, yeah, just some great stuff there. You can't go wrong with a show like that to end out on. And now we march towards the Global Tag League. And, that's a hell of a team. And Go Shizaki and Marufuji going in as the tag champs. But, of course, you got the Muscle Bombers wanting to get some maybe revenge there. The Golden Lovers for the first time being a part of the tag league, the global tag league of the tag team scene, the heavyweight tag scene. I'm sure there'll be an LIJ team, whether it's Naito and Sonata, Naito or Shingo, Sonata, maybe even just Sonata and Soya, maybe 2 LIJ teams even. Hell, fuck it. But that's going to be quite the fucking tag league, though. I'm super excited for it, and we'll catch you guys there for the next episode of the Pro Wrestling Noah's TEW 2020 series. Take care, everyone.